Hey guys, it's the Dark Reviewer. Welcome back to the channel, and I've been gone for a while. You all probably can understand why I've been gone for so long, but now I want to come back, and I hope that you accept me back, because I don't know what to say about it. I wanted to come back a lot of the time. I wanted to give you guys new content, but I didn't know how to come back. And now that I'm finally back, I want to do something new, something fresh, something that will have you as the audience want to keep watching my videos. And that in doing so, I needed a break. I wanted something to do for a while. And after a long break, after it was supposed to be a short break, but then eventually a lot of things in my life came up, and I I didn't know what to do anymore. I decided to up and quit the thing until a few months ago, or maybe a month ago, when I tried coming back into the whole Dark Reviewer thing, and I couldn't for some reason, because my video wouldn't upload, and then I kind of gave up on that one as well. I'm not going to tell you guys what that video was supposed to be, but it was supposed to be kind of on what was the subject then. It might have been a little outdated, but it was supposed to give you guys what was needed. And sorry if my chair's so squeaky. Oh yeah, that's a new thing. I got a new chair. That's so you guys won't have to hear the squeaking 24/7. This chair is gonna be like a little squeaky, but who cares? I'm going to try to put out a few more things before I up and decide to quit again, because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to quit this because I like this too much. This is fun for me. I get to do something other than what I normally get to do. Now the upload schedule will be a little different since I have more things in my life that I have to worry about. So I will be uploading Wednesdays, Saturday nights, or pretty much I'll be uploading Saturday nights, Wednesday nights, and we can go Thursday nights if I feel like it, but that's going to be pumping out a lot of videos. Maybe we'll just restrict it to Saturdays and Wednesdays. But other than that, I've been wanting to get back here, wanting to get back to you guys, make another video, and I have come back with a video that might interest you guys. I'm now reviewing stuff like video games, movies, as always. I'll be reviewing video games, movies, sometimes people if they pique my interest. So the intro is going to be a little different. That's going to be something I'll be working on. And the outro will stay the same because it's a pretty much generic outro. I'll be trying to do something with editing. Editing softwares are now going to start having to help me out with this, because I'm going to need to figure out how to get some people to edit some of my videos, and that will be interesting. Now that I've wasted too much time, I will be talking about, or I've already wasted a lot of time doing this, so I guess now we can talk about the movie that I'm going to be reviewing today. And the movie we'll be reviewing will be a movie that came out literally yesterday, or whenever you're seeing this today, Saturday, but it came out yesterday, and it's a movie that is supposed to be an adaptation of a classic video game. Everyone loves this except for some people who may not love it. You know what I mean. But this movie is obviously Mortal Kombat. the brand new one that is interesting. It's an hour and 50 minutes long, and let me say, it deserves that hour and 50 minutes. We finally have a rated R or Mortal Kombat movie after two movies where we never got a rated R Mortal Kombat movie. We got PG 13, which was close enough to like a Power Rangers episode with a hint of blood, which wasn't too good. This movie got a 55 on Rotten Tomatoes, which I do not agree with, but hey, that's their opinion. Um, what can I say? Hey, what can I say about this movie? It's a very different type of Mortal Kombat movie. At first, it will start out like it's gonna build up to some like one of those build up to one of those kind of movies that would be like let's say like a Jackie Chan movie. It was kind of starting to build up to that, and then it kind of built up to like an like a freaking like a Rocky movie, and then it the plot's all over the place. Yes, we first start out for our 7 minutes of the movie with the coolest scene I have ever seen in a movie. It is pretty much what happened to Scorpion. Now there are a lot of inconsistencies in the story, but like it's its own plot, it's its own universe. I'm cool with it being a little bit inconsistent. And we get Scorpion and Sub-Zero fighting out through this 7 minutes, or maybe not through the entire 7 minutes, but it's still pretty cool to see Scorpion finally be introduced in a really cool way in this movie, and we get to see that with everything that is going on in this movie. But after all the fighting is done, Scorpion has to try to crawl back to his child, and pretty much just dies there then and there. Raiden takes the child, and that's literally the one of the two times we get to see Scorpion, which kind of sucks, since he's kind of like this main face of Mortal Kombat. He's even in the poster, like he's even like the main face of the poster, other than Sub-Zero, and he's only in the movie for a good 10-15 minutes. That's not right. But like they built him up so much in the trailers, in the movie. Like at the first 7 minutes, you think, okay, we're gonna follow Scorpion, not this. Our main character is Cole Young, a descendant of Scorpion. Crap, wait. I'll fix it. Fix it in production. But Cole Young is a descendant of Scorpion, and he's been entered in this tournament, and it's where he has to fight to save Earthrealm, which is the main plot in the Mortal Kombat, except that they got the inconsistency wrong with how many tournaments you need to win to take over another realm. In this, it's 10. In the original, it's 9, but again, it's a very small inconsistency. I'm not gonna hammer it down into where they should have done it in this way where it should have been consistent. But hey, I get it. It's a new movie. You want to get your own way and making it, and that's perfectly fine with me. I do like how they rebuilt this in their new way. But we have we are following Cole throughout the entire movie, and sometimes it would do this weird thing where it would bounce from, uh, like, there'd be a Cole fighting, and it'd bounce to Outworld, and Outworld is very interesting in this one because we only get to see it for like what, a good 5 minutes in the movie. There's a lot of cameos or kind of mentions of people. There's actually visual mention of Kotal Khan Katana. Who else? Nightwolf is kind of the mention in there. We get also a few characters like Shao Kahn. That's has a bunch of statues of him all over the place. But I would have loved to see these characters in the movie, but they probably didn't have. They probably were on a budget, so they couldn't get these characters. But hopefully, sequel, we get to see all these cool new characters, and it was a very wild ride watching this movie. For the last fight scene, I kind of turned off my brain to just watch it, and I didn't really want to nitpick it because it's freaking Sub-Zero versus Scorpion. What else can you do? And we get to see Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Not fight too much in the movie. They only have 2 fights between each other. Sub-Zero is a very imminent threat. Well, Scorpion is like this. He's kind of like, how do I explain him in this movie? He just shows up in like a few cameos. It was like telling Cole that or showing Cole that he's like this descendant of his, which, another thing about that was inconsistent in this was the fact that Sub-Zero killed old Scorpion's wife and child. In the video games, in the video game continuity and the rebooted continuity for the video games, Quan Chi was the one that killed Scorpion's wife and child and then blamed it on Sub-Zero after Sub-Zero had killed Scorpion. But I'm hoping in the second Mortal Kombat that we get to see I think that's his Kuai Liang thing, and we get to see Noob Saibot, which is Sub-Zero, or Bihan, resurrected. But if we do get to see this in the new movie, then it would, or in the second, if there is going to be a second one, let's hope there is, because I did like watching this. This was a lot of fun, and I want to watch more. We have a bunch of characters that were introduced to us, like Sonya Blade, Melina, who I thought was pretty cool in this one, Liu Kang, who is not the protector or is not the main champion in Earthrealm this time, except it is Kung Lao that the White Lotus chose, which is another inconsistency in the video game. And I know it's a lot of stuff, but like I'm nitpicking the movie, but like this is what I kind of do most of the time. I nitpick stuff, but yeah, it was weird seeing Kung Lao be the protector instead of Liu Kang, and it's not a bad choice. Don't get me wrong, definitely not a bad choice. It's just that it doesn't really work too well because it makes Kung Lao look more not hero-ish. It makes him look a lot more douchey-ish, and it's not that good of a thing, but we also get introduced to Jax, who is in the movie for 20 minutes maybe. That's it. And he gets his arms torn off not by Goro, but instead frozen off by Sub-Zero, which I thought was cooler than the tearing the arms off by Goro, but I still would have loved to see that. We do get Goro in this, though. We also get many more of cool Mortal Kombat villains. Reptile is only in one fight, sadly, or it could have not have been Reptile. It could have just been like a random and one of Reptile's kind, because, you know, there are a lot of reptile, at least I think there are a lot of Reptile's kind, because I know there is Reptile, Chameleon, and Chameleon, which is a female version, but, man, we're not going to get into that, that's too, Melina doesn't really get her classic, look until like the end, when her like mouth just like kind of tears open and reveals like sharp fangs, because Melina is a replicant or is a clone of Katana, which we still didn't even see in this movie, but also mixed with Turcotan DNA. Yes, Baraka. She is pretty much mixed with Baraka DNA. So that gives her her sharp fangs, like we see in the video games. And the comic books. Yes, there are comic books, sadly. If I were to sum up this movie in like a few sentences, it's, wow, this is a really cool movie, but it is so inconsistent with the main story. There is no tournament in this, and there was no oh, there was no at all many villains in this. Sub-Zero was supposed to be this kind of guy who would work for Quan Chi, but pretty much only works for the Lin Kuei. And when Sub-Zero dies, Kuai Liang is supposed to take up the mantle of Sub-Zero, which I would love to see in the sequel. But we also get people like Kano. Kano is the funniest person in this entire movie, but sadly, he dies as well. Who would have guessed? That's another thing. Most of the main characters and main villains just get killed off. Like, the cool ones get killed off. Like Goro, Melina, Sub-Zero, just all of them. Raiko, that's how I pronounce his name. Just, it was very weird seeing that. Also, there was this whole thing with the tattooed, or the birthmark, whatever it's called, the dragon mark on it. And apparently, when the time came, you were supposed to get this weird power that would have helped you in the midst of the battle. I thought that was a little weird, but I didn't really care about it. I just thought it was cool. But thing is, Kano's power is supposed to apparently be shooting laser out of his eyes. That is another inconsistency, because apparently that was, because in the video game he had a robotic eye that would help him shoot the laser out. And Jax got his arms, but apparently later on his power, his arms kind of like grew out to be like robotic arms, which in the canon of the Mortal Kombat games was supposed to be because Goro ripped his arms off, and they use robotics to make him new ones. But I don't mind it too much. It was pretty cool either way. Then we got a lot of the old like combos, like special moves, like Liu Kang's bicycle kick. That was cool when I saw that. And Ooh, they also made a lot of the weapons that they use in the movie be very consistent about what they was supposed to be, because I would have hated to have ripped on this movie because of its inconsistency in using weapons like the chain dart that Scorpion uses, or sorry, the rope kunai. It's actually supposed to be a gardening tool in Japan, but it also was used as a weapon. And pretty much what you could do with the rope dart was wrap it around a body part like your head, leg, foot, arm, or you can just throw it. Then but if you did wrap it around your arm, it'd give it more momentum to just toss it. And I saw that in the movie, and I thought that was pretty cool. But the main thing I'd have to say bad about this movie is its major inconsistencies with the plot. And they had to take out 15 minutes of the movie, and you can definitely notice it. But other than that, it was a good movie. I definitely recommend you to go check out Mortal Kombat. You can find it on HBO Max, or you can go watch it in theaters. But other than that, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like this, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to see more, please hit that bell. It would help you to get notified on my latest videos. And if you want, you can comment down below what movie you want me to review next. But that's if you want. I strongly recommend you do it. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.